In officiating crews, the captains come together and meet against Xavi, an injury concern, missed a couple games with a thigh injury. He is in the starting 11, obviously, for Barcelona today. And Rossini, the captain for AC Milan. AC Milan, they advanced to the quarters for the first time in 5 seasons last year. Guess who eliminated them? Barcelona. Brian, here's the starting 11 for the roadside.
And 2 changes from the first leg. We've talked about Pezzini already out injured, but Montari's out and Flamini's in for him. But this team, the back four has got to keep tight. Their shape has to be very good. Pressure on the ball. Going forward, Ambrosini, the one that actually will be right in front, clogging up spaces. And then Bolte, he's going to need to be big again for them with the goal scoring El Shaarawy.
What else is important for AC Milan today?
They need to be sharp. The first game, every pass was on the correct side of the player. It was weighted correctly. They were able to connect everything completely. And if they don't have it today, Barcelona will pick the passes off and go.
They're through their rough patch. They need to be very smart today. Very calculated, very Italian.
2-0 winners over the weekend. Barcelona, Messi coming off the bench, played 30 minutes, got the second goal. There's the interim manager, Jordi Rora, in charge of Barcelona. Enjoy the game. Alan Perry, Tony Gale with the call.
Well, Barcelona haven't lost a home game in this competition for over 3 years now. And in recent times, they've knocked out Milan in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. But this is surely the toughest task they've ever faced. No team has ever overturned a 2-0 deficit in the away leg to go on and win a Champions League tie. So Barcelona, who are in the usual strip here tonight, will have to make history if they're to reach the last 8 for what would be the 6th year in a row. Milan in their change colours of all white, holding the 2-0 advantage, remember, from the first leg in Italy.
I think what is going to be evident as well, Alan, there's going to be a quicker game in terms of passing tonight because that pitch at the San Siro wasn't the best. This one's a bowling green. This will lend itself more to quicker passing.
The approach of Milan is going to be fascinating. Will they try to set on their 2-goal advantage, or will they try to score a crucial away goal that would make it a doubly difficult task, even for a great side like Barcelona?
Yeah, I think they'll sit in there. They did in the first leg, really, and just nicked a couple on the break. And they did have other good chances on the break, which Barca have really got to be careful of tonight, that they don't give those chances away again. But it's how they defend, I think, is going to be crucial.
Messi, who had a surprisingly quiet game in Milan, giving the ball away. The form he's in. He scored again at the weekend. Would you believe it was the 17th successive league game in which he's found the net for Barcelona. He's on 51 goals for the campaign. The Spanish come forward again here. Milan used to defending, of course. It's part of the tradition of Italian football to defend the lead. Few teams throughout Europe better equipped. But Barcelona have reached the semi-finals in each of the last 5 seasons. The last time they went out at this stage was when Liverpool beat them 6 years ago. They're going to have a lot of the ball, as indeed they did have in Milan. Dani Alves at right back, infield to Xavi, who has overcome a hamstring injury to play tonight, and in the absence of Puyol, skippers the side. Iniesta never far away from him, and Messi never far away from those two.
I think that's crucial for Barcelona tonight, but Iniesta's gone into a middle three rather than playing up on the left or the right when he plays in a front three. It's easier to mark when he's in this roving role with Xavi just in front of Busquets, who just sits in front of the back two. Then all of a sudden they're passing the ball a lot quicker. It's just waiting for someone to jump out the line, one of those midfield players, or even more crucially one of those back four players. If they jump out, just to lose a little bit of concentration, they're going to be punished.
And clearly Milan have to be very wary of Lionel Messi as Busquets wins the ball back here for Barcelona. Italians are a young side, really. It's not one of the more experienced Milan lineups that we have got used to. 13 players left last summer, including some big names like Ibrahimovic, Inzaghi, Seedorf and Nesta. So a lot of changes in their dressing room and a lot of young players out there tonight. Big test of their character. Messi dropping a little deeper to receive possession. Jordi Alba out on the left flank, but there's so much movement in this Barcelona side. No one seems to play a conventional role.
I would imagine there have been team meetings this week as well, because there seems to be a managerless side at the moment, obviously with the problems that have been well documented, but I believe that the players will be running it themselves tonight.
First challenge for the referee to get concerned about. Sergio Busquets hits the deck. A couple of players in both starting lineups in danger of missing the first leg of a potential quarter-final, should they be cautioned tonight. Referee keeping his cards in his pocket for the moment anyway, as Messi lays it up again. And gets involved. Oh, what a strike! What a start! Just what Barcelona were dreaming of! There could only be one man who would open the door. And Messi, the magnificent, scores another memorable goal.
And what a perfect start, Alan, and what a goal. You won't see quicker feet than this in a whole season. Look at this, ping, ping. The passes are going around, and then look, the shot gets away so quickly. The keeper, Abiati, doesn't have time to set himself, and it's in the top corner. That's an unbelievable strike so early in the game. But it's the quick feet. Look, one touch and it's away. And the keeper's not had time to set himself. It's the perfect goal.
You couldn't write the script. You really couldn't. Delight all around this magnificent stadium. Barcelona have liftoff, and suddenly Milan's advantage is slashed in half. Messi's 57th goal, incidentally, in the Champions League. He's now moved ahead of the former Manchester United player Ruud van Nistelrooy in the all-time list. Only Raúl, another Spanish legend, ahead of him. Goal number 52 of another fantastic season for Messi, who scored 3 times against Milan when the teams met in the group stage and in the knockout stages last season. They were all penalties. Then, this one, the sweetest strike you've seen.
Well, you just only have to give him half a yard and he gets his shot away, and they just didn't quite close him down on the edge of the area, but just to get your shot away so quickly from a ball that's fizzed into you as it was just absolutely incredible. The touch was sublime and the finish even better.
And if ever there was an opening that Barcelona hoped for and Milan dreaded, that is it. A goal from Messi inside 5 minutes.
That's where they're so good. Look, when they lose it, they close down so quickly and immediately are back on the attack.
PK doing well. He's gone sliding in to win it back. Niang, the victim there of a heavy challenge from Mascherano.
I shouldn't be perturbed by that, because Mascherano will dive in at every opportunity. Niang must get hold of that ball and invite the tackles, because Mascherano will no doubt get a yellow card tonight if he keeps diving in like that. Lucky not to get one there, really.
He was, and if he does get one, then he would be suspended for Barcelona's next game in the competition. Niang, just 18, came on and played a significant role in the latter stages of the first leg. He was only added late on to the Champions League squad. And they're looking a little dishevelled at the back, not surprisingly, after that start, Milan. Abate gets the ball clear. It's what they do in this half that could be the key to this match. And there's an excellent ball. Barcelona's defence opened up again here. Oh, really poor effort. And he knows it.
Well, that's how he got in the first leg, El Shaarawy. Just balls around the face of that back four on Dani Alves. There we go, look, calm down. There's plenty of time for this game, but just fizzed in behind. Dani Alves had gone forward and was caught out of position. El Shaarawy, with a better first touch there, could have got the equaliser.
He is their leading scorer on 19 goals this season. We had a shot there of Jordi Rura, the stand-in coach, and he was at great pains before the match to stressed to his players the importance of being composed. He said it's 90 minutes, we don't have to go hell for leather early on here. And his point was almost proved in a very costly fashion, even though they have had a great start. And the late goal, of course, for Milan would change the picture.
So I think AC Milan just got to be a little bit brave in possession in their own half, and if you can beat that first line that runs at you and presses you, you can really be into that back four of Barca, but you've got to be brave in possession in your own half.
Dani Alves, the attacking right back, the Brazilian, looking to get it back, and he's in an advanced position again here. As Messi shows his terrific ability, he thought there was a handball off from the defender, the linesman didn't. But Barcelona, in typical fashion, win it back again almost instantly. Messi, the architect. Xavi, the provider. Busquets, an underrated figure perhaps in Barcelona's famed midfield. He's tall, strong. He gives them that defensive balance with so many attacking players around him. The World Cup winner, of course, with Spain. It was Messi again, and he almost found a way through again. Barcelona felt they could have had a free kick there.
So close, wasn't it? Just got in between the lines again. Messi, just the final ball, couldn't quite take in his stride.
Xavi, David Villa couldn't quite reach it. So many potential match winners wherever you look in this Barcelona lineup.
Very difficult for that midfield for Brasini, Flamini and Montevideo. They just don't want to jump out. Just got to protect those central defenders.
Ball out from Xavi, and the referee well placed and decides it was no penalty. It looked a fair claim there as Pedro hit the deck. And it's been given away. Great skill again from Messi. Couldn't quite produce the ball he was looking for. But it's been a terrific start here. Just what we hoped for. Just what we expected.
It's an incredible pace to the game already, and you can see just getting on the wrong side, and that for me is a penalty. That's a penalty. Abate's very clumsy, he clips him, and that's a penalty. He's not diving over for no reason, Pedro, and for me that's a penalty, and Milan get lucky.
They certainly did. But here they come with Niang. Absolute ability and confidence for an 18-year-old. But perhaps held on to it a little shade too long then. Here's Xavi.
I wouldn't worry about that though, because you sometimes think Mascherano gets lucky when he makes those tackles. He's diving in all the time. They've got to get Niang on the ball. Try and isolate Mascherano.
Xavi again for Barcelona. They lead 1-0 on the night. Trail 2-1 on aggregate. Busquets joining in. And finding Dani Alves. Testing cross. Ate coming in. Oh, that's another great strike. The keeper forces it out and gets lucky when the rebound fell kindly for Lionel Messi.
Well, there's Dani Alves finding the big man on the far post there. Messi nodding it back, and Iniesta's not far away with his strike on the volley. It's a lovely strike, wasn't it? Well saved by Abbiati, but again, great movement. And mixing their play up, not just all short passing, this time cross to the far post, nodded back to Iniesta, and there's a good save from Abbiati, and then you can see from the rebound, goes into the side netting. Onto the bar from the keeper, and Messi probably feels he should do better with that header. Lovely strike, but Abbiati gets a bit lucky there. There's saves onto the bar, down for Messi, who can't get the header in on target.
Well, it looks as though Abbiati, a very experienced keeper, of course, he's been with the club for 15 years now, is in for a busy night. 13 and a half minutes of out-and-out action already in the new camp. Dani Alves. Piqué.
1-0 to Milan. 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 1-0
There's the captain, Xavi. His 150th European title, by the way, and he scored in Barcelona's 3-2 victory here last season against Milan. Mascherano with time to pick out the right ball, and he does so as well. Finding Messi, Ambrosini dives in. A brilliant skill again from Lionel Messi. Iniesta takes it on. Abate just about gets it clear. In the end, it was a decent ball as well.
Well, you can see, if you get that clearance in and you can get it into the feet of the midfield players, you see Jordi Alba just got on the wrong side there and Boateng was away down that right-hand side. A better ball in, similar to the ball into El Shaarawy before, and there's a problem. I bet your life that they've said, we've got to fit those balls in behind that back four because those fullbacks get so far forward that you can get in behind the two central defenders.
Well, the first corner of the game will go to Milan, somewhat against the run of play.
And here's a problem as well, Alan. You know, we were speaking before. You're having a look at height in that Barcelona team, and you'd probably say Piqué and Busquets and everyone else is under about 5'9". You've got to make the most of these set pieces.
El Shaarawy will take it. Mexes, the number 5 there, has come forward. The ball fell to Niang, and then in the end, safely into the hands of Victor Valdez, the Barcelona keeper, who has been linked with a potential move to Arsenal in some of the morning newspapers in England. Well, that's a terrible ball, and Villa almost profited from some really untidy Italian defending. Xavi, Busquets, Messi, and on to Iniesta. Villa unmarked in the centre there, as he was moments earlier. Brilliant skill again from Iniesta, but he won't shake off Boateng that easily. And the goalkeeper relieved to see that shot fly wide of his left upright.
Well, the shots are raining in, and that's brilliant from Iniesta. Boateng was twisted to his right, to his left, and Xavi in the end just cutting across it. That's a save. There's a good touch on that from Abate. Away for a corner. Yes, the corner's been given. At first we thought it wasn't.
Xavi earned it. Xavi will take it. Well, they're in the mood, Barcelona, and when they're in the mood, beware. Messi. What a terrific ball in, and the goalkeeper hesitating this time. Not a corner though.
Even quite full for Busquets. But first he looked like he was going to get onto that with a volley there. Just differing their corners up, short and long. Very difficult to contend with the movement.
Well defended this time. Mascherano unable to keep possession for long. Brilliant from Dani Alves. And they're all on their game at the moment, these Barcelona players. And the crowd responding to that. Xavi. Iniesta. Bypasses Messi, but a great mistake from Dani Alves.
A little bit loose. The start of the evening, Dani Alves, first 20 minutes or so, just a couple of touches have got away from him, and very unlike him actually.
And Stomp gives it away to Dani Alves. Now Xavi. Leo finds Iniesta. Back again to him. And Milan forced to concede another corner. The pressure growing.
Well, that was good tracking back from Abate, because there was a give and goes on the trot there, just between each other, David Villa and Iniesta. Just managed to pick off the runner.
Xavi with the corner again. Piqué and Busquets, the two tallest Barcelona players, Very closely marked here. But Piqué did manage to get away from his man. Iniesta tries to head back in. And Rossini beaten by Iniesta. Xavi, Iniesta. Villa in the centre. Patient play from Iniesta.
You can see they're just not letting them out. As soon as any AC Milan player gets on the ball, when they break up play, they're just swarmed all over, just like bees all around a honeypot, and you've got to be very quick to play your way out. If you're brave enough, and you can do, and break that first line, it can be rewarded.
Dani Alves. Another cross arrowed into the Milan box. Not the best this time. But they inevitably win it back. Messi. That is a foul. And an unnecessary one, you feel, by Rossini.
Just trying to win it from behind, and you can't afford to do that. If you've got him facing the wrong way, away from your goal, don't bother trying to make the challenge.
20 minutes gone in the new camp. Barcelona lead 1-0. As Abiati organises the wall. And hopes against hope that he's not called into action here. Xavi tried to play a clever ball around the outside of the expectant defensive ball. It didn't quite come off this time. Still no way out for Milan as Iniesta plays it dangerously forward again. And another challenge right on the edge of the penalty area that could well have led to the referee pointing to the penalty spot.
Well, I don't think I've seen them close down any better than that this evening. They're really putting the pressure on Milan.
Xavi, Messi, Busquets cross, straight against Constant. Piqué, Mascherano. Well, that's called from Mascherano. That's exactly what they don't want to be doing, giving the ball away in seemingly a harmful position like that. Milan can't keep it for long though, and that's another foul surely, and the referee might have to act here because the tackles are getting more aggressive.
I think there's been a couple of warnings for both teams.
Yellow card for the former Spurs and Portsmouth player.
Just a couple of clumsy ones we saw on earlier, and there's, you can see, just into the area again. Not for me. I think the control's got away this time from Pedro. No foul.
Midway through the first half in a pulsating tie here, living up to all expectations. Jordi Alba forced to act quickly and efficiently.
Can just break through that first line that rushed at you, just swarm all over you, then you've really got a chance, but you've got to be so brave to do it.
Villar looking on from the Barcelona subs bench. As the man who's replaced him as captain, Xavi, takes his team forward again. Dani Alves. Messi. Iniesta. Never anything hurried about Barcelona's build-up, all supremely confident in each other's and their own ability on the ball. Xavi. Disappointing for once.
Just trying to thread it through the eye of the needle there, just trying to set it up off the striker just in front of those centre-backs. Moving the ball about, just waiting for that one lapse of concentration from a defender.
PK's header clear. And space opens up for Iniesta down the left. Referee allowing play to go on as Xavi finds Dani Alves.
It wasn't the best of balls from Dani Alves at the end of it. Treatment for a little bit of a cut on the head from Flamini.
Haven't seen much of the former Arsenal man as yet, but then again, Milan haven't seen much of the ball. They want to get him back into action as quickly as possible. Difficult enough with 11 men against Barcelona. And still, treatment for Mathieu Flamini, who was a losing finalist in this competition for Arsenal against Barcelona back in the final in 2006. Ambrosini for Milan. I'd say a long way forward. Zapata taking a chance on the ball there. We don't do that kind of thing against the likes of Xavi. Flamini back in action. The ball from Boateng. Messi back 10 yards from his own penalty area. That's a rare sight. Iniesta. PK. Xavi again picks out Iniesta. Dia down the centre.
Difficult to stop, but they're allowing Iniesta too much room, just sitting to the left of that midfield three. Busquets at the base of it, and then you've got Xavi to the right, Iniesta to the left, and he seems to be getting most of the ball in that little pocket.
Iniesta again. It looks so simple, the way Barcelona play the game, and yet it is so blindingly effective. Messi. Messi shoves him away. The referee says play on. Dani Alves gets round the central defender and wins it back again. Messi.
Dani Alves' cross wasn't the best again.
You can have another try against Constant, who wins it this time. And looked as though he was being fouled by the Barcelona man. He was.
I don't think he's been at his best this season, Dani Alves. He's no doubt about it. He's an excellent player, but I don't even think he's enjoying his best season. Find different ways of beating men, and sometimes he just gets a little bit stuck and gets his head down a little bit.
Now, obviously, the referee saw some blood on Flamini's original jersey. He's sending him off to get the bandage seen to again. The home fans believe this is a delaying tactic by Milan, but I think it's fairly clear he's genuinely got a head injury that is giving him problems. Zapata. The Colombian international finds Constant. Good ball on from him to Montevideo. Hasn't seen much of the ball yet. Key player for Milan. Sharawi just didn't judge the pace of the ball.
Just make a few passes against them. You can open them up quite easily. Just by the way they run at you and pressure so quickly, you can bypass them, make a couple of passes, you're creating chances.
Terrific run there. And in the end, Jordi Alba dispossessed. And that's left a gap, which they can fill here with Niang. Jordi Alba quick to return to his conventional position, and rather showy effort from Stefan El Shaarawy.
I think if Niang had got his head up a little bit quicker, he could have zipped one of those balls in behind the back four that we've been talking about earlier, where they got caught out.
He's Constant. Suddenly finds himself with nowhere to go, and he's lost possession to Messi, who he then trips. Home fans wanted to see another yellow card here.
They just caught him from the wrong side. Be a harsh one if he was yellow carded, but ganging up when they're in possession, very, very difficult.
El Shaarawy doing rather better this time, but they just win the ball back so quickly, Barcelona. There's absolutely no respite if you're defending against them. Messi. Dani Alves. Look at the choices he has in the centre. But it's Zapata who gets his leg to it first. And Niang. And Tolivo. And to El Shaarawy. And once more, it's getting good. Repetitive this, but Barcelona win it back.
Ball from Dani Alves again, Alan. Great position he got in, but couldn't pick anyone out.
Absorbing first half an hour here in the Nou Camp. Barcelona taking the lead after just 5 minutes with a classic Lionel Messi goal. Xavi, Busquets. Mascherano.
Milan just fallen back into their shape again. This is when it's difficult to break them down. Sometimes you kind of want the opposition to get a little bit of the ball because you can nick it and get into them quicker.
Dani Alves. Messi, no way through for him this time. They've recovered well, Milan, from the trauma of conceding so early on. They could have crumbled, they haven't. Xavi. Iniesta. Jordi Alba out on the left flank. Empty down the centre as well. He picks out Xavi. Dia. Cleared by Mexes.
That's good defending. They allowed the ball to come in and close down excellently there, Mexes and Zapata.
And a poor ball intended for El Shaarawy.
Happens, Alan, and you don't get enough of the ball, and then when you do get it, you get a little bit rushed because of the pressure on you.
Messi. Constant and Mexes bar the way forward. Well, Barcelona have averaged almost 3 goals a game this season in all competitions. They need just one more to make this tie even more intriguing than it looked in the first place. Messi, Busquets, Dani Alves, back again to Lionel Messi. That was a good challenge, nothing wrong with that, and the referee rightly lets it go. El Shaarawy. Well, he found a way inside. Shook off PK.
Wasn't that difficult either, was it? PK just rushed in, jumped in, made it easy for El Shaarawy, but again a rushed effort. You've got to pick the pass when you get in these positions. PK's beaten far too easily though.
You can see Boateng there, appealing for the ball to him. Says just about forces it clear. Poor pass then by Constant. Xavi has it back for Barcelona. Now Dani Alves. Pedro to his right. And he tries the shot.
They really fizz it into each other on the edge of that area, and then just one decent layoff as we saw. And it was early on in the game when Messi scored. Just was so quick with that first touch and to get their shots away.
Concerned looking Massimo Allegri, the Milan coach. And that's why he is concerned. 71% of the possession has belonged so far to Barcelona. In a way, he would have expected it. It's how his team defend that matters. Flicked on by Dani Alves. He reaches his own flick on. Seen so much of the ball go right back and wins the throw here. They get on with it very quickly. Even the ball boys are well trained at the new camp. Xavi.
Yeah, even the ball boys are quick in possession.
A breather at last for the Milan defenders who've been under so much pressure in this first half. The Italians bidding to reach the quarter-final for the second season in a row, having previously gone out at this stage in 3 successive campaigns. And their result in the first leg, something of a surprise, because they didn't look that impressive in the group, Milan. They were only runners-up to Malaga, winning just 2 of their 6 ties. The ball down the middle here, but fails to fall at the feet of David Villa.
Yeah, good spot from Iniesta, but it's again a nick off possession, and that's when they look so much better. If they can nick the ball off you, they're into you quicker, but that's offside anyway. I think that would have been given.
There's Philip Mectez, the French international. Zapata alongside him, plays for Colombia. Played by Piqué. Rossini in to head goalwards. Xavi covering for Barcelona.
There was that ball again, Alan, right-hand side, just trying to fizz it in behind that back four. Undoubtedly they've spoken about it and they realise there's a weakness there.
Here's danger, here's Messi. And Dani Alves flies forward in support and gets the cross in as well.
Another poor one behind his own players there from Dani Alves. Really should be picking a pass. Messi sucks everyone over to one side, out to Dani Alves, and again he doesn't pick the final ball.
Allegri knows his team close to that half-time whistle, but not close enough yet to relax. And another Barcelona goal before the interval would set this tie alight. Well, the cross was inviting enough, but there was absolutely no one on the end of it. Cleared by Montolivo, and it's not a bad ball either, and suddenly Niang breaks in between the 2 central defenders and could score, but fails by the width of a post. Danger hasn't gone yet. Boateng doing well, claiming a handball, referee not interested.
Well, there could be the tie. Niang has to finish. There's the weakness. Mascherano, just a free header, and he runs under the flight of the ball. Poor in the air, not a natural defender. And that was the tie there, I thought.
Well, what a brilliant game we've had. Alves. Here's Busquets. Now Piqué. They've had 2 let-offs, Barcelona. Can they make the most of another opportunity to level the tie on aggregate? Dani Alves again. Xavi tried to thread it through rather than go himself this time. And yesterday to win it back for Barcelona. It's a lovely ball for Messi. And he's done it again! Lionel Messi with a second! They don't call him the world's greatest player for nothing. And Milan, the first leg, wiped out before half-time.
Well, you have to look back at Yang and his miss, Alan, in a one-on-one situation, and immediately you're punished. But you're punished from them nicking possession again. And it's Iniesta who nicks the possession, gets on the other side, and he puts it into Messi. And Ambiati thinks he's going to go the same way as the first shot. You can see there's the possession nicked, and it goes straight back into the area. And Messi, he thinks he's going to go the same way as he went last time, but no, he goes back across him through the legs of Mexes, and it's a great finish again. Totally different from the first one, and he outfoxes everyone, the defenders and the keeper, by going in a different direction. It's such a good finish. He waits for Mexes to lunge in and then puts it through his legs intentionally and in the corner. Great, great finish.
And the Champions League's leading goal scorer in each of the last 4 seasons is already on a hat-trick tonight. On the night, 2-2 on aggregate, game on. And a yellow card shown to Pedro.
That's where they've got to be careful when they do that pressing game, and they all jump in sometimes. Pedro's got to be careful now, he's on a yellow. There he goes, jumping in and following through at the same time on Abate, and that's right, that should be a yellow card.
And he won't be able to play now in the next tie if they get through to the quarter-final.
I just think the 2 finishes are unbelievable, Alan. The first one, he's opened himself up and he's curled it in the corner. The second one, the keeper thinks he's going to do the same thing again. What does he do? He goes back across the other way. Unbelievable finishes.
Well, he's a genius, isn't he? Pure and simple, and we're privileged to be able to watch a player of such unbelievable ability. We were saying, weren't we, before the match, how is it that he never ever seems to get injured either?
He's got incredible balance that he can just ride challenges and ride the knocks, so to speak, but never gets muscle pulls either. It's I don't want to back him by saying all of that, but they're still winning this tie. Still winning this tie. 1 goal. And the Yang should have scored. And we mustn't forget that. What an opportunity it was for the Yang.
Another free kick to Barcelona. Three minutes to half-time. PK. But you're quite right to stress the importance of an away goal. An importance that many people feel is undeserved, really. But that's in the rules. And if Milan managed to secure one, it would be indeed a golden goal.
They're always walking a tightrope until they can get the 4 goals out, aren't they, really? And there's a mistake in them. Without a doubt, you can see Mascherano the way just run under the flight of the ball. There's a mistake in them.
No mistakes in this fella, though. Or Xavi, who continues to pull the strings along with Iniesta. There's Leo. Now Busquets. Messi. Mr. Always error to the anger of his coach Allegri. Xavi. PK. Here's Iniesta.
Tell you one relieved man, Alan. Mascherano. He must have been praying as he misheaded that, and the Yang went through one-on-one, just praying that he would miss.
And his prayers were answered. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Dani Alves. It's a decent ball. Final seconds of the half being played. Messi in possession again. It comes to Villa. A bit of a panic there, but the flag had gone up anyway, so it's a free kick to Milan.
Well, they pass the ball quickly about in midfield, but when it gets on the edge of the area, it's just like a pinball. You just bang, bang, bang. 2 or 3 passes, and all of a sudden you're jumping out the line and you're just wondering where to go. As a central defender, you're wondering whether to go for that challenge, get a toe in or not. If you miss that toe, obviously someone's going to get in behind you because they're so quick with a return pass.
Barcelona have been disappointing by their own high standards in recent weeks, but they've turned on the style here tonight. However, they continue to make mistakes at the back, and that could be a very costly fault for them. And stop. Just a minute of stoppage time. That's a good ball as well. And Rossini tries again. Both teams claiming a free kick here, but I think all the referee's given us a throw. He has.
Wild defending, very wild defending from Barcelona. The defenders defend like the forwards when they're defending up the top. They dive in. It's a perilous game to play.
There's Pedro. The shoot by Flamini brought down by him, and that, I think, will be another yellow card. It is. And that's a problem now for him, because if Milan get through, he won't be able to play in the first leg of the quarter-final. And there, in fact, is the half-time whistle. What a half we've seen here in the Nou Camp. Lionel Messi, the magician, scoring after just 5 minutes. A lot of Barcelona pressure. Milan have their chances too, as we see again the tackle that brought that yellow card for Flamini right to the end of the half. Messi with a glorious second, and at the interval it's 2-0 to Barcelona, dead level now on aggregate.
AC Milan had a huge chance to get a goal, and by Niang hitting the post 69 seconds later. Guess who? Lionel Messi scores his second of this match. It's his 18th multi-goal game this season in all competitions. We are tied at 2s on total goals, tied at 0s on road goals. This one eyeing extra soccer the way it shapes up right now. FC Schalke at home went up early 1-0. The Turkish side rallied with 2 goals, including one from Yilmaz. His 8th Champions League goal this season, tied for most with Ronaldo. You'll see all of these goals next on the Halftime Show.
Barcelona versus AC Milan was brought to you by Heineken, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
It's Pizza Hut's great big deal. Every Monday through Thursday, get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99 when you carry out, or a specialty pizza for $2 more. All you have to do is ask for the great big deal.
Now that's how you make it great.
The Florida Gators are struggling in the punishing game. Reigning 2006 Finals MVP.
Tonight, all eyes on Lionel Messi. Can he score again in the second half to make it 3 goals?
The worry, Gary, is can Barcelona keep that level of pressing up? I don't think so. You know, there'll be more chances in this game.
Yeah. No more goals, of course, in the second half, which is really hard to envisage. Would of course mean extra time. It has to be 2-0 to Barcelona tonight for that to happen. We'll wait and see on that one, but it's hard to imagine that there won't be more goals in this second half. The 2 teams are lined up. The referees standing there waiting to get the all clear from UEFA to kick off the second half. I suspect there'll be quite an atmosphere in the Nou Camp as Barcelona drive forward. Let's see what happens with Alan Parry and Tony Gale.
Barcelona get the second half underway here at the Nou Camp. It's been a wonderfully entertaining tie so far, and now so delicately poised. Those goals by Lionel Messi 5 minutes into the first half and 5 minutes before the end of it have certainly turned the tide in Barcelona's favour. Level now on aggregate with Milan, but of course the away goals rule could be a killer blow to them. Milan certainly had their opportunities to score in that first 45 minutes, in which Barcelona dominated possession like this in typical Barcelona style. Well, Tony, you really wouldn't like to call this now.
Yeah, it's still in the balance, Alan. It's still in the balance, and that's why it's a wonderful tie that we've got in our hands this second half, because although Barca had more or less 70% of the possession, as you said, there were still chances created by Milan, who didn't play particularly well in that first half, and I think they've really looked like rabbits caught in the headlights, but they've got to believe, because they can create chances and score.
Niang, who played the ball rather sloppily there, had a couple of opportunities. Hit the post, of course, in that first half, as Xavi tries to battle his way through 3 tackles. Here's Flamini, the former Arsenal man, finding Niang. The return too strong for him.
Just keep believing that you may be able to create these chances and break that first wave of Barca players that close down the ball, and then you get into them central defenders, Piqué and particularly Mascherano. I think you've got an excellent chance if they can get the likes of Niang or Osharawi or Boateng up against him. There's a mistake in there, because he'll dive into tackles that he shouldn't do.
Goalkeeper closed down quickly. Barcelona have lost just 1 out of 21 games in all competitions at the Nou Camp this season. That's when Real Madrid beat them in the Spanish Cup, and they're looking menacing again here. Nearly another terrific strike from Messi. Didn't quite catch it right this time.
Well, it was Constant again caught on the ball, caught in possession, and that allows you straight, and he's going to go across the keeper, Abiati, who reads that situation. Again, Messi's the danger. Cannot get caught in possession in that back four.
There's Niang. Ate making a long bursting run forward, only to see the ball returned to Barcelona. He's got a long way to go back now, and they'll try and exploit that space here. Foul on Iniesta. He's got time to recover.
Sorry, Alan, there's that ball again on the right-hand side. They're just looking to fizz it in behind. That's the way in.
Excess inside the opposition territory here, as Mascherano gets across on the cover. Rare sortie forward that was for Mexes, the Milan central defender. Milan made an awful start to this season, but they've improved quite dramatically in the last couple of months. Unbeaten in 10 games before tonight. Third now in Serie A, 11 points behind the leaders Juventus. Barcelona 13 points ahead of the reigning champions Real Madrid in their league, as Niang gets in again here. And he thinks it's going to be a goal kick. He's wrong.
You see again, Mascherano commits himself to the tackle. Niang just comes around the other side of him there. He's in on goal. Every tackle that Mascherano makes seems to be a last-ditch one, and that should never be as a defender. Got to stay on your feet.
As this guy normally does so well, the only time he does hit the deck is usually when someone's brought him down like that.
Gambasini gets lucky that he doesn't get a card here. He knows exactly what he's doing as he leaves the leg out. As Messi comes back on the inside of him, look, you know he's going to do that. That's a yellow card.
Should have been. Zapata's clearance. Xavi wins the second ball again. Iniesta. Mascherano. And Alves has been more like a winger than a right back tonight. In fact, both he and Jordi Alba on the opposite flank have spent most of the match in the opposition half. There's a sloppy ball from Mascherano. He had to win that one back. Now Messi pops up on the right. He plays a terrific ball to David Villa, who should have returned it and failed to do so.
Hasn't looked that sharp tonight, has he, David Villa? Really having an awareness of that Messi had followed the path of his ball that he already played into David Villa, and really done anything this evening.
Thought that he might ponder, because he certainly got some exciting options on the substitutes bench. Jordi Rura, including Cesc Fabregas.
It's a giveaway from Niang again. Flamini had made a burst. He was nearly in through the middle if Niang had just concentrated on his first touch.
Let's go back to Beer. He has been out for a long time this season. He was in hospital at one stage with kidney stones. He's only recently come back. So, short of match fitness, perhaps. Xavi. Mascherano on to Busquets. Xavi thought about Dani Alves on the right. Short instead to Piqué, who gives it away to Mexes. Montolivo doing well for Milan. It's a decent ball as well to pick out Niang. Corner.
Yeah, they beat that first wave of on-rushing players to close the ball down of Barca's, and again they're in, and Niang doesn't pick the final ball. It's a great position to get in, and you're not going to get in there that often. You've really got to concentrate on it. Good chance though again, Alan, we mentioned the first half. Set pieces should be a danger with a lack of height in that Barca team.
Well, Milan goal now would alter the picture quite dramatically. As Niang takes the corner, it wasn't the best. It was the effort from Kevin Prince Boateng. That's poor. Rossini doing well. Niang. And providing the option down the right, but he chose the wrong option, I think.
So Mascherano diving in again, jumping out of that back four. Dangerous game to play.
Messi gets round Mexes, who brings him down. And it's a yellow card for the French international.
Had to be. Slowed him down really well there, Messi, and then kicked again. Mexes was suckered into it. Knew exactly what he was doing as well.
And that means he will not play in the next game, if there is one this season, for Milan. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. And again Jordi Alba in his first season here. They signed him from Valencia last summer, the Spanish international. Xavi, who's part of the furniture here. Messi. Busquets. On to Iniesta. This looks dangerous. They just had enough men in the way there, Milan. As simple as that. Oh, it's a great ball and a chance for a third. They've scored. A wonderful goal. David Villa, who's been so quiet all night,
It's a game from nicking possession. It's Mascherano who's dived in all this evening on tackles, and eventually he nicks one, and it springs them straight back onto the attack. What a wonderful finish though from David Villa, so composed into that far corner. Here you can see Iniesta sets up Xavi. There it goes out wide to David Villa. They're diving in, the defenders, and that's a great finish into the far corner. He passes it into the far corner past the keeper Abbiati, and it's a wonderful composed finish from David Villa. There you can see what a wonderful camera shot that is, and Abbiati doesn't even dive. He knows he's beaten.
And Spain's all-time record goal scorer gets number 13 of the season for Barcelona for him. And what a crucial goal it could be. Milan's 2-goal advantage from the first leg has disappeared under a storm of attacking pressure from Barcelona.
Well, does this now change the mindset, Alan? Do they come out and score? Because things don't change. 1 goal and they're through. So they've still got to come out and score.
Busquets almost caught in possession, but gets it back from Xavi and on to Iniesta. Well, the goals have come at absolutely perfect times as well for Barca tonight. Right at the start to settle them down just before half-time, and now early in the second half. They couldn't have written the script any better. Now Milan know that something has to change from their point of view. Whether that's tactically or in terms of personnel, who knows? Here's Pedro. Was that a push by Ambrosini? The referee decides not. Well, I think the only thing you can be absolutely certain of at the moment is that Barcelona will not be sitting back and being satisfied with 3 goals. They will want that killer fourth for sure.
I think Milan have got to be braver when they get possession, and they eventually get possession off of Barca in their own defending third. They've got to be braver with their passes.
That looked like a foul, but Messi manages to keep his balance anyway. Ambrosini giving him another little nudge there, and again having a little kick at his ankles. But the little magician keeps possession.
He's not worried about the challenges either, and that's what makes him so good. Then hold off those bigger players like Ambrosini.
Well, it's been a vintage Barcelona performance so far. 1 or 2 flaws defensively, let's be honest, but they haven't been punished for those as yet. Xavi onto Pedro. Messi. Still no way out for Milan. Still Barcelona poor men forward. And not in any haphazard fashion, far from it. Terrific possession football. Xavi. And that's a good ball as well for Dani Alves. Here, well placed in the box again. Here he is. Couldn't win it back. Off Montalivo.
Well, until that finish, David Villa hadn't had the best of evenings, had he, Alan? Well, it was a lovely finish. Trying to take a sharp few intakes of breath and decide on a few changes, and here they come.
Well, we wondered if there would be a change of personnel. There is going to be. Meanwhile, Ambrosini, untypically for such a legendary player, concedes an unnecessary throw.
Well, there's the pressure. The pressure really, when they press in that third that you're trying to pass out of. But that's where you've got to be really brave. Ambrosini's one of those coming off.
Yes, that's the end of the match for him. His 19th season with Milan. 10 major trophies in that fabulous career. But off he goes tonight. And they're obviously going to change the emphasis now with attacking players coming on. Sulimentari and Robinho, the replacements. But it's Barcelona going forward and winning another free kick here.
I think Sulimentari and Robinho are the replacements that are going to be a little bit braver on the ball, a little bit more wanting to have a couple of touches more and just risk losing possession. It's a mighty risk, of course, when they press in on you. David Villa proving a little elusive there on the right flank.
Foul by Kevin Constant. Well, they must be weary, these Milan defenders. They've been on the back foot for so much of this game. Abbiati made a couple of decent stops in the first half, but could do nothing about the goals. None of them. Pedro near post, Villa edge of the box, Piqué, a good header of the ball, didn't quite reach him. It might do again though. Well, it would have been a dramatic strike, but it was an air shot in the end. But Iniesta stood his ground to win it back for Barcelona and then give it away untypically. Oh, what another strike that was! Out of absolutely nothing.
Well, it's out of nothing, nicking in possession again. Poor passing by Milan when they're under pressure, and Iniesta nicked it, and eventually David Villa heads it back for Messi, and the chest and volleys way over the top. But this is it from here. They really press and press in. You've got to be brave to again they give it away. It's poor passing.
Still half an hour to go, and they've got another free kick, Barcelona. How many challenges on Messi have resulted in free kicks tonight?
Look at this. He knows Montari's coming, passes it through his legs, and that gets a clump for it as well. Montari's back to apologise and pick it up, but so quick and so aware of when people are closing him down.
Well, another Barcelona goal at this stage looks an inevitability. But the question is, can they keep a clean sheet? Messi and Xavi over the ball. It's Messi who plays it in. Oh, and that's sloppy defending by Constant. He was expecting the ball to go out and it didn't.
Well, he was trying to play offside there in the first place, Alan, and it was hopelessly played. A couple coming up and a couple staying in behind.
Messi. Iniesta brought down.
There's Montalivo this time. The tackles are raining in, aren't they? And very, very difficult to get close and tight and get your tackles in.
Referee's done well, actually, hasn't he? He's, you have to say, all the yellow cards have been justified. That looked a risky ball from the goalkeeper, but it leads to another Barcelona attack. Jordi Alba. Xavi, Iniesta. It's a lovely ball. Dani Alves. Messi takes over. Busquets had to be careful there. Piqué. He dived in a bit there, the right back, Abate. Anxious moments for Massimo Allegri.
So Pedro's guilty of the foul.
One he didn't need to concede.
Sure, and yellow carded in the first half as well, Alan. He's got to be careful when they get in that diving in situation.
65 minutes played. The game on a knife edge, really. Barcelona lead 3-0 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate, but remember, if Milan can snatch a goal from somewhere, it will alter the picture entirely. And here they come. Abate with a cross.
Good cross as well. Abate got in a really good position there, and he's looking up as if to say, well, where are you in support? But because they've had to break so quickly, no one could get in the middle there for that final cross, and El Shaarawy was a few yards behind it.
Maybe a little slow to react there. Xavi brushed aside by Robinho. Well defended by Dani Alves, and then given away. This is better from Milan. Robinho. Montolivo sweeps it out to that left-hand side, where they've got strength, including Montari. Well, a better ball there, and Flamini of all people might have been in.
Well, if they do a little bit of pressing of their own and put that back foot under pressure, there's chances there to be had, but you've got to believe in it. And Robinho, I think, is a good move bringing him on, because he will believe in his own touch.
Constant taking another chance there, and then did he bring down? Yeah, well, he certainly pulled at him, but the referee gave him the free kick the other way.
He should have dealt with it far earlier there, Constant, but in the end he gets in a little bit of a mess and he gets lucky to get away with it.
Intriguingly poised here. It's a decent ball. Abate getting forward again. Look how many white shirts are in the box this time. Not the most impressive defending. Boateng, Flamini's in there. Barcelona scramble it clear. But the rest, the whistle has gone, free kick.
Well, it's nervy defending, isn't it? They defend like they're forwards defending up top. They all rush in and they get kind of lucky with a few tackles. And any time they get in that last third, AC Milan, there's chances to be had. And it's been that right-hand side, but they've got a good few balls in. Abate, Yang was also earlier in the game on that side, and Boateng. And those crosses from that right-hand side in particular, where Jordi Alba, I think, is a little bit suspect at people getting at him.
Three-quarters of the way through this game, and we still cannot be certain which of these two great clubs is on its way to the quarterfinals of this season's competition. At the moment, the advantage is with Barcelona, and that could change very quickly. No escaping from the fact, though, that they have played exceptionally well again tonight. Have they done enough, though? Iniesta's lost possession.
Better pressing from Milan. You've got to believe in it and press a little bit higher, because the rewards, if you gain the possession from pressing higher up the pitch, then you're straight, obviously, into that vulnerable back four.
Busquets. There's Pedro. Oh, that's poor. Got away with it. Xavi. Xavi slows it down to his pace, and then picks out Jordi Alba. Now Pedro. Xavi again. Mascherano. Busquets. That's a good ball from Busquets to Messi. And Messi gets onto the return. There's great expectancy, of course, when he gets into that position.
Just if it was on his left side, you'd have fancied a fired away earlier, but the right side, he just had a little bit of hesitancy.
Iniesta. Xavi. Montari, goal scorer in Milan 3 weeks ago. Not a bad ball either from him to Boateng, but he's offside.
It's a shame, as you could see, as soon as the play was switched, everyone had gone swarming in towards the ball from Barca, and they've got an overload on the side of the pitch where they just transferred the ball. Just need a little bit of decent possession. Very, very difficult for the coach Allegri down there.
Difficult in a way too for Barcelona at the moment. They know that one slip could be fatal, even though they're 3 goals to the good on the night. Vital importance of an away goal has never been more obvious than it is here, but Barcelona have possession again with Messi. Now Iniesta. Xavi. Pedro. Xavi. Here's Iniesta. Good ball for Messi.
Well, in those three, in that little triangle, it just gets a little bit mesmerising, and you're kind of attracted to the ball as a defender. You've got to be very careful.
Especially when he's on the ball, and this could be interesting. Lionel Messi has earned a free kick for Barcelona here in a position where he is quite capable of scoring.
Well, Iniesta's the one who just transforms it all together. He just starts running with the ball 5 or 10 yards and just plays a little ball into the path of Messi, and they get too tight. They make a foul, and you can see trying to come around from the wrong side. Zapata it is who's guilty, and it's a free kick in a dangerous situation, and guess who's going to be on it?
Well, heart in the mouth time if you're a Milan fan, as Xavi and Messi discuss matters with Robinho making an unwelcome intervention as well. Maybe just trying to earwig what they plan here.
See how far the referee allows them to creep forward. Looks far enough out for me, Alan, outside the little D of the penalty area to get it up and down in time.
It's Messi who takes it, strikes it straight into the wall, and then knocks the rebound disappointingly out of play.
There's a kind of hush around the stadium that they're all shocked that he's hit it into the wall.
Well, having scored that crucial third goal, David Villa is now about to be substituted. Didn't have the best of nights, oddly, but might well have scored the goal that sends his club into the quarter-finals.
Yeah, it wasn't a great performance from David Villa, but when he got the opportunity, like all great strikers, he had that composure to pick his spot. Great finish.
Well, Alexis Sanchez, the man who replaces him, the Chile international, well known to these Milan players because they signed him from Udinese, where he was actually named Player of the Year in Serie A. Boateng, meanwhile, for Milan, who are still 1 goal away from turning that scoreline on its head in aggregate terms.
And if you were a Barca fan, you would no doubt be very, very nervous about the way they defend.
A man very well known to Barcelona fans. Also entering the fray, Bojan, a striker who began his career here and has been on the subs bench for 2 finals for Barcelona in this competition. As Milan come forward here, played by PK, this is the real nervy stage of the game for Barcelona now. The final quarter of an hour. If the scoreline stays as it is, they get the passport to the quarterfinals. If Milan get a goal, it could be the Italians going through and Abate go offside.
Well, you would think it's more by luck than design. Abate just holds his run there and he's in. He'll be very, very frustrated at that because, look, he's just got to hold his run. He's looking along the line. Oh, and it was more by luck and design that Barca catch him offside.
Over the course of the 2 games, if you just take into consideration possession of the football, there is no question that Barcelona are the team that deserve to go through, but Milan have been strong tactically, much more so of course in the first leg, and they now know that 1 goal could be enough for them. Mascherano for Barcelona. Jordi Alba takes on his man impressively and keeps on running. It's a great run by the fullback to earn a corner.
Well defended Abate as well because he's beaten by the first pass. Jordi Alba, excellent overlapping down that left-hand side, played a couple of passes. Abate stuck to his guns, tracked him back, got in a really good block.
Well, the famous figure of Carlos Puyol enters the fray, replacing Mascherano. Terrific header of the ball, of course, so he could be called into action straight away here. Not this time, though. Easy take.
He's not
the keeper.
Not been in the best of form, Alan Puyol, but it was clearly an attacking policy playing Mascherano back there, but Puyol's obviously the more experienced defender.
Well, that's a great ball, but offside. I think he realised as well, long before he put the ball in the net there. Maybe didn't hear the whistle.
Alexis Sanchez, it was very, very close. Gaston just stands up in time.
Well, this is a nail-biting finish here for both teams. 33 minutes completed of the 45.
Carlos Puyol there, just guilty of jumping out the line and trying to close people down in midfield. He's just got a little bit of a talking to by PK and Jordi Alba just to say, just sit in there. That's where he needs to use that experience.
Oh, brilliant play there by Iniesta. Xavi. And it could open up here for Messi. He's got Alexis Sanchez with him, but this attack comes to nothing.
Well, that was a great one by Alexis Sanchez because he'd come inside and it allowed the space on the outside for Messi. Sometimes you can make great runs without the ball to open up the space, and that was very much the case there.
Well, it will be some triumph for Jordi Rura, standing in for Tito Villanova, remember, if he can guide Barcelona into the quarterfinals again here after that 2-0 defeat in Milan. His goal could be so important. Barcelona concede a free kick, a rare event tonight. Montalivo, Zapata. We saw nothing wrong. And on the back foot a little bit here, Barcelona. Bojan well placed down the centre, looking for the early ball through. Great tackle And so was that as well by Chevy. And that sets up a counter-attack. A reversal of the usual roles here. Oh, that's poor play from Alexis. He's got away with it. Momentarily, anyway. But a man throw.
Still nervy, any kind of possession, Alan. Any kind of possession, and they look a bundle of nerves, Barcelona, when they're defending. Robinho just got that little extra added second on the ball, that little bit more composure. Nearly picked out the pass.
Side, 13.
They've put a lot of effort into this, Barca, as well, to get into this position, and maybe just can't keep up that pace, sustain that pace of pressing. That's lazy by Boateng. Caught offside, looking down the line.
10 minutes to go in the new camp. Montari. Now they're getting men forward. And this looks dangerous. And for a moment there, Barcelona thought that Robinho might score.
And Jordi Alba, I think it is, with the late challenge. It's such poor defending. It's so easy to get down the outside, and then you've got to be cutting off that space at the near post. Where's Puyol? He's been dragged out, but Jordi Alba comes over and just gets the block in time. Any kind of ball across that area, they're struggling.
Corner it is. And the former Barcelona man, Boyan, will take it short and gets it back and gets his cross in. That's good work by the goalkeeper, who was fouled as well there, Victor Valdez. Free kick.
It's a shame. I mean, that's a great opportunity to put some pressure on. I've been tempted not to play the short ball and just get it into that area where they're so susceptible.
Barcelona edging their way towards an aggregate victory here. But it is still on a tightrope, this game, and PK thought then about going back to Valdez and thought better of it. Iniesta, you could hear the shout of anxiety from the home fans there. Iniesta, he's had another wonderful, superb game.
Well, I know Messi's going to get all the plaudits for the goals, but Iniesta's been just as good for me, Alan. And when he plays in the midfield three, he's much more effective than when he plays in a wider up top area.
Change on the way here. Pedro about to be replaced by Adriano. The Brazilian international normally plays left back or left midfield. Straight away and finding a way through here. Well, that was a little nudge there by Zapata.
Yeah, I think far too strong for Jordi Alba, who's trying to get down the outside, and no question there wasn't a foul. The left back still bombing on forward, and Dani Alves bombing on forward, and they're one goal from going out. They're just incredible to watch. Incredible to watch because they're so great going forward, but they give you a chance as well.
Yes, I wonder how many teams in their situation would have just dropped back and tried to hold on to what they had. Well, Puyol's longer in the truth, perhaps. That's exactly what he was thinking there. It doesn't take him long to get into the opposition half again. Montalivo. Robinho plays it back. But they've got to be looking forward now, Milan. Time running out for them. Whistles of derision from the home fans. Derision aimed at this Milan attack.
You can see again a better ball in there behind the defence, who was trying to play a high line when a player had time on the ball. It's a precarious thing to play. really have you on the edge of your seat watching them defend as well as attack.
Well, it's all or nothing now for Milan. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to stay in this competition and knock out the favourites, Barcelona. Abate. Messi chasing down the ball. Zapata, the centre-back, halfway inside the Barcelona half. First time we've seen him in that position. Now Boyan. Well defended by Barcelona, but this is a very anxious few minutes that they face. Same applies to him, of course. Montalivo. Never seen so many Barcelona players back inside their own half as they've got here now. But equally, Milan are sending defenders forward, like Zapata here, who's been beaten to it by Messi. And the little man has it back again.
The little man's out on his feet, Alan, isn't he?
But he suddenly finds some energy from somewhere. Well, this is real edge of the seat stuff. As Abate knocks it forward. Cleared then by Piqué. Not the cleanest clearance, but Mex says there to win it back for Milan. Montalivo for them. Some very worried men around this stadium in Barcelona colours as Boyan plays it in here. Piqué gets it away. The referee saw, I think, a handball there. Or was it offside anyway? It's a free kick.
It's very dangerous. And at last, we've got just a little bit of concerted pressure, sustained pressure. And that man's on the edge of his seat. I know that. I don't think he trusts his defenders quite as much as he trusts his wonderful midfield and attacking players, but clearly offside, as you can see. But again, they're not quite sure where their men are. They're not quite sure where they're defending. They're edging their way over the line.
3 minutes to go in the new camp. Memorable night. But will it be a successful night for Barcelona? Their passage into the quarter-finals not booked yet, despite a 3-0 lead. Mexes. Montalivo. On to Robinho, the former Manchester City man. And he turned this tie on its head and disappointed 90-odd thousand Barcelona fans. Muntari, dispossessed. But Montalivo picks up the loose ball and finds Abate. Now the Barcelona have it back, and you can feel the relief all around this wonderful stadium. They've got to keep the ball now, and there are a few teams better at doing that than they are. Adriano. He's bowled over, but the referee lets play go on. And that's a corner, and that'll do.
The fans are appealing for a penalty, but Dani Alves doesn't pick out the pass again. What's he want to do? Does he want a defender to hold his hands up and say he's handled that? I don't think so. It's a vital little time now just to run the clock down. I don't think Messi's going to be in a real hurry to take this corner.
Well, virtually any other team in the world would now be trying to keep the ball in the corner. But this is Barcelona. You don't know what they're up to. We'll find out in a second. They have played it back to Iniesta. Adriano. Cleared by Zapata. Abate forward. Barcelona hunting the ball down in packs now. I'm very relieved to see that offside flag as we move into the final few seconds here.
Where's Carlos Puyol going? He's running up blind. He doesn't know whether Piqué's behind him or not. And he gets the decision offside. Look at Puyol. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where Piqué is. And thankfully for him, Piqué has come up and played him offside as well.
indication of stoppage time, he's going to be greeted either with a roar of relief or a groan of disappointment, depending on what that figure is. Iniesta battles and does brilliantly to win it back here. Now, that is a strong challenge by Constant, but a fair one, I think, should the referee make the right call there. 3 minutes extra we'll have, 3 minutes away from the final whistle, and still Barcelona don't know if they're going through.
Crowd even cheering Messi as he wildly lashed at it to put it out of play for a throw-in. Can they conjure up another chance? Just one more chance for Milan, maybe. There's Puyol again jumping out the line. Look at that.
Yeah, it was a foul as well on Robinho. And then he tried to stop him taking the free kick quickly.
What's he doing out there now, Alan? He's centre-back and he should be just playing in that centre-back position, plugging that hole.
And finally, Barcelona do get it back. And here's the man you'd want in possession at this stage. And the ball into the middle is a good one. And could this be the clinching moment? It is! Barcelona go through! Scenes of absolute delirium around the Nou Camp. Just when it looked as though Milan might snatch that all-important away goal, the break and the finish from Adriano means that Barcelona will be through to the quarter-finals yet again.
And it was just Messi who held up the play, lovely. He's held up the play, held it up. And in the end,
Jordi Alba. Crucial strike.
And it just says it all, Alan, doesn't it? That it's a left-back who's ended up running the full length of the pitch to get in the area in the 92nd minute to get the goal. And it's Jordi Alba. It's a lovely little finish. He's raced about 70 or 80 yards. Messi's just calmed the play down. The ball comes fizzing across that back forward. Jordi Alba left back in a centre forward spot, and he finishes like a centre forward as well. Passes it into the net.
Well, we've had drama right from the first few minutes, right to the very end here in the Nou Camp tonight. But wait, Milan aren't finished yet. They might be now. Mexes with what will surely be the final opportunity of the game. And Lionel Messi's 2 goals in the first half have surely edged Barcelona to victory. There's the final whistle. What a night, what a game, what a time, and what a victory here for Barcelona, who have come from 2 goals down from the first leg in Milan to turn this tie on its head. Celebrations all around the Nou Camp, and Barcelona it is who go through again, and now who would bet against them going all the way to the final at Wembley? They've won the last 2 finals held at Wembley Stadium in the Champions League, and the confidence they will gain from this could take them back to that famous stadium in May. A wonderful night, terrific game here. Barcelona are the victors. Milan have been beaten.
The Nou Camp has rarely witnessed an occasion like it. So many great historical moments over the years. We showed you, well, I didn't show you, we talked about one before the game with Terry Venables' Barcelona coming from 3-0 down against Gothenburg in the '86 semi-final in the European Cup. But this is Milan, 2-0 down. It's never been done in the Champions League, a 2-goal deficit from the first leg without an away goal. But Barcelona did do it this evening and did it in some style. Largely thanks to 2 extraordinary goals in the first half from Lionel Messi, set them on the road to victory. There were nervous moments in the second half, but Barcelona held strong, and 2 goals on the counter-attack saw them through. All those of us that doubted, that proved wrong. They seem to be in a slump. 3 bad results, of course. The first in the San Siro, a couple of defeats against Real Madrid. Abidal there as well, warmly welcomed by the crowd. Coming back to health, they say he'll play again. David Villa, the scorer of the vital 3rd goal that gave Barcelona the lead. And Jordi Alba there getting the hug, who decided it in the end. Yeah, Barcelona through. We'll discuss that very shortly with Graham Souness, Terry Venables and Trevor Francis. What a night for Barcelona. Jordi Alba wraps it up. Barcelona are in the quarter-finals. Much to talk about. Stay with us.